Science 3. Recognize patterns to make predictions. Today we will solve a puzzle together. Our goal is to work together and complete the picture. Look at the puzzle pieces. Which piece goes to number 1? A. Look at the puzzle pieces. Which piece goes to number 2? C. Look at the puzzle pieces. Which piece goes to number 3? B. Letter D goes to number 4. What does this puzzle show? How do we know it might rain? Dark clouds, lightning. What is the boy thinking about? The boy predicts that it will rain because the cloud is dark and there is lightning. What do you know about predicting? Predicting is a skill using observed patterns to guess or infer what will happen in the future. It is important to have good observations to be able to identify patterns and make predictions. What happens when you throw an apple, or any object, up in the air? Look at the episodic map illustrating Isaac Newton's discovery of gravity. The video may highlight 3 steps. 1. Observing. 2. Experimenting. 3. Discovering. Observing. Newton sees an apple fall. Experimenting. He throws different objects and observes the same pattern. Discovering. He formulates the idea that all objects are pulled downward by a force. Newton made careful observations of patterns that led to a groundbreaking discovery. For today, you have to make careful observations, just like what Isaac Newton did, and recognize patterns, which is an important step in making predictions. Routine, regular, usual. Plow, using a tool to break up and loosen the soil. This helps prepare the ground for planting seeds, so the plants can grow well. Weeds, plants that grow in places where they are not intended, often among crops or in gardens. They can compete with other plants for sunlight, water, and nutrients, which is why weeds are removed to help crops grow better. Harvest, gather fruits or vegetables when they are fully grown, ready to eat or sell. Ripe, ready to eat, mature. Crops, cultivated plants for food. Products, items made, grown, or created that people use or sell. Now that we have unlocked the meanings of these words, let us keep them in mind as we read The Life of a Farmer. The story presents the daily activities of a farmer. Arrange the pictures to show the correct sequence of events in a farmer's life. Choose 4 pictures and number them from 1 to 4, with 1 as the first activity and 4 as the last. Which 2 illustrations are not part of the sequence of events in the life of Mang Eddy? Why do you say so? What pattern did you observe about farming based on the story? Refer again to the story. Think about what happens after harvesting in Mang Eddy's routine. What do farmers do next? Store, sell, or replant the crops? Draw it on the bond paper and describe it. The story presents the daily activities of a farmer. Arrange the pictures to show the correct sequence of events in a farmer's life. Choose 4 pictures and number them from 1 to 4, with 1 as the first activity and 4 as the last. Which two illustrations are not part of the sequence of events in the life of Mang Eddy? Why do you say so? The story only included how Mang Eddy takes care of the plants, not animals. What pattern did you observe about farming based on the story? Farming involves plowing the soil, planting the seeds, watering crops, and harvesting the crops. It involves a routine of activities from preparing the soil, growing the crops, harvesting, and then selling. Think about what happens after harvesting in Mang Eddy's routine. What do farmers do next? Store, sell, or replant the crops? What is the weather like today? Is it sunny, rainy, or cloudy? Do you think it will rain tomorrow? Why or why not? How do we know if it might rain soon? What signs do we look for? Did you know that weather scientists are called meteorologists? Meteorologists can make weather forecasts using their predicting skills. Meteorologists look for patterns in the atmosphere using science equipment, one of which is a satellite, which takes pictures of Earth's cloud formations every hour. How can we arrange the sequence of events in an activity? What clues did you use? We can arrange the sequence of events by careful observations of what is going on in an activity. We use patterns as clues. By doing so, I am able to think of the possible events that can happen in the activity.